Right, we are back and we are on the downhill stretch of Twin Peaks The Return. We're at part 11. I feel like this is an episode where a lot of the lore is converging and we get a pretty good chunk of amount of time in our three main story arcs here.
Yes.
Yeah, I had forgotten how much this episode has so much that I really loved in it. Like
One of
this
my favorite
one,
episodes of the
yeah,
run, that's for sure.
yeah, it's a really good plot episode. I was going through it and rewatching it and just thinking, yeah, there's so much going on here that I just love and remember. And we get you're right about how the storylines are starting to converge, and it does feel sort of more cohesive than maybe the first half of the return
Sure.
did, which was
Sure.
all over the place, right?
I
And
saw
now it's all
someone
setting
say
up.
that this episode is like one of the best like episodes of just Twin Peaks anything because it's the most Twin Peaks episode in Twin Peaks The Return.
It's very
And I'm
Twin
like,
Peaks.
that's not wrong, man. Like everything you love about Twin Peaks is in this episode. Like it's all there, man.
Yeah,
The
the Bobby
scary,
and Shelley
funny,
stuff
yeah.
is great. The there's so many things I want to talk about. The whole like shooting traffic incident,
Yes.
the death that happens in this one is like then there's the swirling portal. Like there's just so much packed into this episode. I don't even know where to start.
And for me, the most important thing, the Mitchum brothers are
Yes,
finally
and
in
the
full
Mitchum
play.
brothers,
So
yes.
I've been waiting to get to this point.
And one of my favorite pieces of Twin Peaks music in this episode as well, and I love that he highlighted it by playing it over the credits as well.
Yeah.
Like just so, yeah, I'd forgotten that this episode was that, because I remember just replaying that when I first watched this episode, falling in love with that song and just hearing it replayed over and over. Like I would rewatch the credits just because I wanted to hear the music again. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we come out the gates. With
maybe start there. Why not? Yeah.
Let's start right there in Twin Peaks. So, we saw, poor Miriam. Is that her name? The lady, Miriam? Yeah. So she had been left for dead and looked very much so, thanks to Jerkface. Richard, and it's like, because you see that in that episode previous, and you're just like, man, that lady is gone. Like she's absolutely gone. And then we see these kids playing ball, and suddenly it's like, wait a minute, there's a body over there, and it's not just still, it's moving, and there's Miriam. And it's one of those things where we talk about this so much, but who are the strongest people in Twin Peaks?
It's always the women.
It's always the women. And Miriam has outlasted Richard Horne's beatdown.
Yeah.
And now she's still in play, and now she can start making moves. And it's just one of those little moments where you're like, holy shit, she pulled through. It's stunning.
Yeah. Maybe those kids are going to have a lot of trauma for decades to come, but
That's a big 10-4 there. I got a feeling. I don't think they're going to be. They won't play catch the same way anymore. I can tell you that.
But if you want to talk something that's very Twin Peaks, and we can go back, but just that whole incident where the gun goes off and Bobby and Shelley and their daughter are in the diner, and then that lady just honking on her horn and screaming.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is very Twin Peaks.
It is
now.
Yeah. But you also had just gotten the Bobby and Shelley like plot piece too, and you get to see them like that feels like, we're connecting into the soap part of the twin side of the original Twin Peaks.
Yes.
And just seeing them, work together was, but even the like earlier, because the next, when like Shelley on the hood of the car.
The hood of the car.
It's like I'd forgotten this was like this.
Yeah. Well, I love that, like, once again, Shelley's at work. She gets the call. She has to tell Norma she's got to go. It's like history repeating itself once again. Shelley has to leave early for work. Norma knows there's something wrong. And Shelley gets there. And we find out that Becky, her daughter, is like furious because her man's been stepping out on her.
Mm-hmm.
We will later find out who he's been stepping out with, and a lot of people didn't notice who it was the first time.
Yeah, because if you didn't look at the credits, it's in the credits.
It's in the credits,
but
and it's one of those like.
But she's not in there, so I'm like, wow, I forgot.
They don't. They don't identify her by name. Like they don't. Like as she's standing there under the stairs, you don't. And unless you recognize the actor,
unless you recognize her, exactly,
and remember her from the original show,
yes,
you don't have that connection. I remember like clocking her right away and being like, oh, like, and you sort of there is one because again they don't identify her. So there was a part of me that wondered, oh, is she playing the same character or is he cast her in a
casting
different
her
role?
Someone else, right?
But it turns out no, she's playing the same character.
No, very much. So
we'll find that out.
We get Shelley on the hood of the car. What I love the most about it, when she falls off, her shoes go flying off. It's such a visual moment. Like she gets knocked off and those shoes just go flying. It's ridiculous. Right. But what I love after this, okay, Becky takes off. Very reminiscent of Shelley and Leo back in the day, let's be honest. History repeating itself once again. But who comes to the rescue? None other than Carl.
Yes, Carl.
And
his little magical flute. His magical flute to pull the van up to get him. Like, it's just spectacular.
And he's got a CB radio to contact the police, the sheriff's department.
It's so good.
I know. The whole thing is magic. It's just it's wonderful. Perfect. Like and again, it's serving a really important plot device and character development and all the rest, but it's doing so in a way that is just so incredibly entertaining and
it's also fan service without being like obvious about it. It's just
the
so
best
well
kind.
The best kind of fan service. Yeah. I love that he's out there playing his guitar and like it's just this really beautiful moment with Harry Dean Stanton because this is one of the last things he ever did.
Yeah.
And Harry Dean Stanton, I mean, what an actor! Like truly, like what an actor! And he worked so well with Lynch, and seeing him here, watching it again this time, I did kind of tear up a little bit because I just I love him so much in the role of Carl, and I hate that we will never get to see Carl again when this is all said and done, because he's no longer with us. But just a magical moment. I love that he controls that trailer park, that he's got his little slide whistle for the van, and like I said, they got the CB. He's got everything he needs in that little van to get around and stuff. Like it's just, he is a connected man within the confines of the new Fat Trout trailer park. It's spectacular. It's so perfectly David Lynch, like everything about it. It's so perfectly Twin Peaks. But I love that every time we see Carl in The Return, you just see like how much of a caring soul he is. When he sees the boy get hit by the truck and he watches his soul leave, when he's like, telling his buddy who lives there, like, you mow all the grass and everything. He's like, I don't want you selling your blood, for money. You come talk to me. If you need something, you come talk to me. You do enough around here, we can make it work. Like Carl is a real one, man. Like he really is. And I love seeing how he because he tells Shelley, I don't like what's going on. I hear bad things in that trailer and stuff. Like he's kind of keeping her informed. Yeah. Carl cares about his people, man. Right. And like he's one of the little Fat Trout trailer park right now, the new one. We have to make sure we put the new on it because it's not ever in Deer Meadow anymore.
Right.
But it's like it's what Twin Peaks used to be.
Yeah.
It's very neighborly and friendly, and everybody knows each other and everybody's looking out for each other. There's dangerous elements to it, but overall, it's a place of good. And it's almost like a little microcosm of everything that Twin Peaks was, in 1991. It's still kind of there with that. And I really do love every scene we get at the Fat Trout trailer park. It makes me happy every time we're there.
Well, and I love his car. Like
it's fabulous.
Had the way he's set up there with it, like you said, with his radio. And one of the things that stood out for me too is when he reaches out, we've got like it reminds us how much things have changed because again, instead of Lucy just answering the phone, we now have this whole operation going on, and
they got a dispatch operator,
and she's constantly, can you hold out? And she's taking all of these calls and feeling all of this stuff, and it's just so different from how Twin Peaks was.
Oh yes, very much so.
And it's grown to obviously become how needs so much more the police department has to be so much more than it was at that time. And that just reminded us of it. I thought that scene was interesting because it went on for a little bit. It wasn't just a quick flash to the operator with some screens and then cut away. Like, we've watched her for a little while doing her job.
Well, especially after Becky, pops some shots off in the door, like that's and it's funny because like everybody's calling and you see that lady take like 5 calls in a row. Like they sit with her for a little bit, let us know. But yeah, that's where ultimately like where she's going is to find Steven. Well, this is where we find out the person that he's with is, another Hayward. And it's not Donna, but it's Donna's little sister. And it's just kind of like last time we saw her, she was playing piano with her little sash and her little crown. And
she hasn't turned out. She hasn't. Things haven't worked out well for her. Unfortunately,
it is not. And it's just one of those stunning moments that, like, if you realize that's Alicia Witt, like when you see it, you're like, oh man, like that's her. And like you said, Colin, my first thought was when I first saw it, I was like, is she really back playing Donna's sister? Right. Or is she like just in here as someone because Lynch just wanted to put her in there?
Right. Yeah.
Because he's got a long history with her going back to Dune. So I'm like, it could be either one, and either one is fine with me. I just wonder, but then you actually see that she really is Hayward, and you're like, oh damn, or Gersten, like holy shit, that's really her. So that's it's one of those moments. It's like it's not critical in the episode, but it's one of those if you're a diehard fan, like, and you catch it, it's kind of a gut punch because you're kind of like, oh, shit, that's her. Like what? I mean, you can't believe that that's what's up because Steven sucks.
Yeah, he's like
up. Sucks.
He's human trash. Like
he is. Like why any woman would let that man near her?
Because he's not evil. He's just a POS.
Yes, exactly. That's right. He's not. He's not
Leo. No. But he
exactly
sucks. God, he's just the worst, man.
Yeah.
And then it really just that scene in the diner just shows you how much Bobby has matured.
Yes.
Because even though he very much wants to be not just the cop, but the dad, like, I'm going to go get him and I'm going to, but he's like, but I'm doing this for you. What do you want? What do you need? Like, he's being a caring and nurturing father, even though there's
the father
very
that
much
his
he wants
father
to go
was
find
to him.
Steven and hit him with the butt of his gun,
Yeah.
Right.
And it's, for me, like, it's funny because I watched the whole thing with my partner and she hated Bobby, in the main run of Twin Peaks. Hated him.
Right.
And at this point, she just kind of looked at me and she was just like, is Bobby going to be like one of my favorite characters in this? Because what the absolute hell? And I'm like, I'm not going to say much more, but yes, he kind of is. He's finally become the person his father thought he would be.
Right.
And that moment when he's there taking care of his daughter, being there with Shelley, like you see a lot of Major Briggs in Bobby. Right. And it's a special moment. It really is. It's beautifully acted. It's just like you're sad that he and Shelley aren't together like you are. And then you see fucking Red shows up and Shelley's just like, oh my God, like totally like leaves her daughter who's just gone through this traumatic experience to go like make out with that asshole. And I'm like,
and you see
Bobby,
all that on Bobby's face. Like, not only is he upset that him and Shelley aren't together, he's upset at her for leaving. But I don't know if I clocked this before, but I think I see an expression on his face like, she always has this type.
Yeah. Right. No, like she's got that type. And they're the type of abusive, scary assholes. Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Shelley's never gotten over. She is her own worst enemy. Period. Full stop. Shelley is her own worst enemy. There's no other way to put it.
And Norma gives her those looks too.
Yes.
Norma is just like, God, girl, please figure it out. You can do better. I mean, like, Shelley's still a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She could be doing so much better on every level.
Well, and she could be with like, Bobby has turned into a decent guy. She could
Bobby's a good guy. He's a silver-haired fox. I mean, that guy looks good, dude. Like he does. Like, I'm totally jealous of his hair. I'm not even fronting. I'm totally jealous of his hair. Like, he looks good. He's taking care of himself. He's taking care of the daughter. He's
a man of he did not hesitate to go out and see what was going on.
Dude. Yeah, fucking man of action, dude. Man of action.
Yeah.
Bobby is like really, like truly one of the best things about The Return, honestly. From the moment he walks in and sees that picture of Laura, and just breaks down. Like from that point forward, man, like
yeah,
Bobby is awesome. Like he really is awesome. And to see him be a part of the team with Hawk and Andy and Lucy, like it's so good. Like it really is.
Right.
It's so good. And this is
you're right though, as he runs out there, like that becomes, I think, a really intense scene in that it's the first time you watch it, it's so chaotic and trying to figure out, and with with the honking, with the screaming, and it just shows like it's not just a simple crisis that a show is presenting to give him some like heroic moment or something. It's this truly chaotic, truly confusing, like you come out of it going, what? Like it just gives you, it fills you with this sense of dread. Like it really just like, and I mean partially because of that girl in the car, but but it's just so ominous what's going on.
But you're also getting like the dad and the son, like who have almost no reaction to what has just happened.
I was going to say
the mom is naturally
it's almost kind of funny because the kid looks almost exactly like his dad. Like he's in the same pose. He's got the same like bored look. Like, why are we here? What is this? Why is this a big deal? Like he looks like a doppelganger of his dad. It's very funny. Like, and then the mom, of course, is just giving that man the fucking like she's reading him for filth, dude. Like, and rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Man, but it's funny because like you've got that going on, but like you said, Colin, the honking is coming, and you're just like, and Bobby's just like, man, just stop honking, and he's trying to still figure out what's going on, and it just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
And that lady is so perfectly cast by David Lynch.
Yeah,
like, she looks like someone that would absolutely, David Lynch would cast this woman absolutely with her voice, with her look, everything perfect. And it's like, I've never seen someone so angry about needing to get home for dinner.
Which again doesn't make a ton of sense. Obviously, something terrible is going on to the girl next to her. There's just so much that is, and it's all of it is just chaos. And I think that's what is so upsetting about the moment. So like the transitions that he's worked through those plot points to get to that, like it's all sort of a continuous thing. And the transitions of how he works in all of these aspects of the character development of Shelley and Bobby, the resolution of the that storyline that got them there, then into this, like something's up in Twin Peaks. It really is this feeling like Twin Peaks has turned into a place that is just not safe and not necessarily comprehending why. And that I think is what is so unsettling about
I've seen so many people be like, what was the point of it? Like, why did we not find out what's wrong with that girl? And I'm like, I think the point is just there is a sickness in this town.
Yeah.
And that sickness is literally showing itself in that car. Like in that moment, you're seeing the sickness that's like right underneath the surface has kind of popped up.
Yeah.
It's made itself visible in this moment. And that's to me how I've always looked at the importance of that scene. It's not really like it makes sense in the context of like anything in the show. No, it's just showing that this place is contaminated. It's ill. It's
sick. That and the gunshot, I think, like the kid shooting off the gun, like I think that is also a symptom of it as well.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely,
because you're right with the father who just seems to be so nonchalant.
It's apathy. It's apathy.
Yes.
It's
apathy.
I
mean, and Bobby's trying his best, but when it gets to that point where we see what's going on in that car, he just doesn't even know how to react anymore, because it's like, I don't know, like you said, there's a sickness, we don't know what's causing it, and we don't know what to do about it.
So to me, like that's what that scene really represents.
Affecting so many people. Are like, it's affecting all the traffic that's trying to get through. It's affecting all the people in the diner who are like on the floor hiding in the dark. Like, like it just really sort of ripples out and has all of these effects. And I don't think the fact that it is a gunshot going off by a child is accidental either. Like I think that's an intentional choice as well. David Lynch has always made films about, the darkness just under the surface of American life. And I think that this is all sort of part and parcel with that.
I mean, that's very much
perfect in that vein,
the darkness has affected the innocent, right? Because people we see children as innocents, right? And then that they're affected by this and doing things like
the
that.
apathetic kid with the gun, the girl who's spewing up green stuff in the car. Like, these are children who are victims at this point. And we've already seen a child pay the ultimate price of being a victim. So, nobody's safe. Like, there's a lot of evil in that town, and it's just permeating more and more.
Well, and there's more. I mean, this whole sort of plot thread line started with, with Becky grabbing the gun and going and shooting through the door, and so it's like there's this theme of the gun violence specifically that sort of goes through this thread of this plot, and so it all sort of connects back, right? Like, she was shooting randomly through a door, and then a bullet flies randomly through the window of where she is at. Like, it's all, like, it feels chaotic. It's all very sort of, I think, thought through and planned quite
well, and the way it's done, like, is one take, from him coming out around the corner to, like, the camera staying with him as he's coming up to the like. It's a really well done sequence. I mean, it is like scary and off-putting, and it's almost comical at points, and then it still makes you. It's still, when you get through that scene, even if you've laughed at a couple of things. You finish that scene with a very I'm glad that scene's over.
Because the honking and the screaming is just so grating.
It is
so difficult to take and so off-putting. Yeah,
and her voice is so off-putting too. Like, it just
because she is just at max volume about something that's like, oh, okay,
it doesn't quite make a lot of sense, and also doesn't seem like something to be screaming about. Yeah. And it's not the only scene of horror happening in a car in this episode. How's that for a transition?
Not in this episode, no sir. Well, hell, we got another headless body. We get another headless body because we finally find Ruth Davenport. We finally find her,
but
with cord on her arm.
But before we get to South Dakota, we do get a little bit of a Truman and Hawk planning there.
Right. So maybe before we leave Twin Peaks, we should talk about that a little bit. We get a little bit more Log Lady.
Yep.
Yes, which is always a blessing to have more Margaret at any point. So that's nice. And again, connecting with Hawk and having, again, Truman acts as such a good stand-in for the audience, because it allows there to be someone explaining something to him about this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even get annoyed by the deputy who was also there helping Bobby. Like, you want to come see my new, can I just look at it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Another person would be like, are you kidding me?
Like, get the hell out of here with that nonsense, But this is also a man who can listen to Wally Brando.
Right.
And just be like, good seeing you, Wally.
Right. Good point. We do get a little bit of lore.
Look at how he handles his wife. Look at how he handles Wally Brando. Look at how he handles this guy. Dude, I love Robert Forster in this series. Like, if we couldn't get Michael Ontkean back, having Robert Forster is magic. It really is. Like, he's so good. He's so effortlessly good in this part. Like, he really is. And you totally buy that that's Harry's brother. Like, you totally buy that he has the respect of the people in that facility. Like, he's just fabulous. Like, he really is. Robert Forster is just one of those actors that made anything better if he was in it. I mean, fucking Alligator, man. Like, shit, he makes anything better if he's in it. He really does. He's just one of those guys, and he makes so much sense in the context of the show.
It's also good he got to be part of, like, I know he was in Mulholland Drive, but he got to be like more a part of a David Lynch project.
Well, because he was involved with it when it was a TV show. Yeah, right. Because he was preparing for a TV show.
I just filmed that stuff for the TV show, and then I thought it just never got picked up.
Well, and he probably would have been a big player in that show.
He would have been. There's no doubt in my mind. Because it was a mystery, and he would have been absolutely like, I mean, he would have been like the Agent Cooper of that show. Right. I really get that feeling.
Yeah. But and we get a little bit of lore here because we get
Hawk's map
for Hawk
again.
to bring the map exactly. Yes. Tying it back, we get it's echoes of season 2. The some of the best things of my favorite aspects of season 2. Right, so that was nice to see that reflected.
Hearing Hawk talk about fire and electricity, and then what does Margaret talk about when she calls?
Yeah,
fire where you're going. Like, I mean, it's just it's so good.
And the blob that was on the card, that's on the map. So again, he's connecting
Judy.
threads through that.
Yeah.
So saying you don't want to know about that. I think that's so much is good about that scene, just in terms of, we've gotten some Shelley and Bobby, we've gotten some of Hawk and Truman. So it does feel like a great Twin Peaks episode.
Yes, like I said, it's a great one.
Giving more information than she needs to, and it's just like, you got to call Hawk.
Right.
Yeah, it's so fabulous. Like it's such a great little moment. And again, like, Michael Horace is always so great as Hawk. And I think, when you see, two actors of their caliber, you can literally just have them sitting at a fucking table with a map, and it's totally engrossing television. Like, you're totally just like hanging on every word. Like, man, where is this going? Like, what's up? Right. Oh man, like the map's out. Like, you're so invested in a simple 2-shot.
Right.
Like, that's that's the magic of a good cast, good script, good director. Like, it's so simple, but it's so good.
Yeah, and speaking of Twin Peaks stuff, I know it's in Buckhorn, but again, it's we've got Albert and we've got Diane and and Gordon. So that, again, this episode does feel really Twin Peaksy, which is nice. Really...
And we get those logmen from our lumberjacks.
Well, but first, I love that we do find the body of Ruth Davenport.
Yes.
So we now know where that body is. Okay.
Yep.
We've got
also
the coordinates. Yeah. We get the coordinates, and that leads us to where we're going with this whole thing, which connects to Hastings and his whole thing of like, this is where we were. Like, these coordinates take you like where we were when we met Major Briggs. Like, this is it. Right. And I love like the creepiness, like the again, that cosmic horror of the glimpses of the woodsman where they're like there, but then they like just fade away.
Yeah.
And they move a little bit more and they fade in and fade away. Like, it's so disorienting and so it's just so well done.
So quick. Everyone's not sure. Did I see that? Did I not see
but
that?
I love that Albert notices them and then he points it out to Gordon, and then they both see one. Like, they catch one. And they're like, okay, this is where we need to be. If we're seeing these assholes, like, we know what's up. And I love that there's enough of the Blue Rose lore coming into play that this is not something they're unfamiliar with. They absolutely know what's about to happen, which is why, Gordon tells Albert, you stay back and pull me out, like, and we know that this is not the first time they've done this. Like, they are absolutely doing something they've done before. And that's fucking cool. Like, it just really is.
Right. So let's talk about the other headless character here.
Thank you for your service, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is like
one of my favorite. He was one of my favorite parts of the show. I thought he was great.
He's so good. He's so good in this part.
Yeah, loved him in this, and his death is just. It's gruesome. It's shocking.
Also kind of funny. Like, the reactions are what make it really funny.
Well, yeah, because
the guy in the front being like,
"Oh my god, it's the best reaction ever."
Well,
because he didn't see anything, and then all of a sudden,
I know. I'm sure. I don't know what I would have been doing if I was in his seat. Like, I would have been freaking out.
Such a genuinely great reaction.
Yeah, it really is.
The whole thing that makes it so great is just Gordon. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, no shit.
And Diane's reaction is great too.
Oh, yeah.
She's just like looking like, and she's like it's not that she's not surprised, but she's not shocked by it.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's just okay. That's what happened.
Well, I do love leading up to it though, like Gordon in the whole like time warp thing where he's like seeing time and space like twirling and stuff, and Albert's watching him, seeing him like phase in and out, and as soon as he sees his arms go up, hand on the shoulder,
but he's like, nope,
pulls him back in, baby, like pulls him back.
And I love that they say, Tammy, cover us, and she like turns around and starts looking at them. I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah, right.
What is she covering them for? Like, I don't like, is there someone going to come up maybe to watch it? I guess maybe one of the woodsmen doesn't come up on, I don't know.
I was thinking that's probably what they were thinking about at that point was the woodsman. But it does feel a very good job of that, did she? So, you know.
yeah. So I don't know what was supposed to be going on there, but
what do you guys think of when they're like decompressing from all that and they're having their coffee and donuts and they're talking about what they've seen?
I love that scene so much. Like, I love that, like, you get a callback to a Dale Cooper line when they bring in the donuts and he's like, the policeman's dream. Like, it's just so wonderful. Like, it makes me so happy. And like,
now, especially because of the other callback references we're going to get later about pie and food. Yes. So I don't want to get into that yet, but I mean, you're right.
Just being like, this coffee is so good, and you know it would be so much better with a cigarette. And he's just like, smoke them if you got.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, the thing I think's interesting in that scene is they talk about what they saw. Now, of course, the detective and Tammy are like, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Diane's the weird one.
Yeah. Diane's being weird about it, which we'll find out later why.
I was going to say, do you think he's given us clues there? Do you think, because I don't think I was at the point where I was suspecting her to be a tulpa yet. I think I was.
Yeah.
I wasn't suspecting her being a tulpa, no, but I was suspecting her of being involved with Mr. C because of the trauma and situation of their past. So because he was texting her, and we find out, you know, a couple episodes earlier, she's the one getting his text, you know, the conversations live around the dinner table. Like, I thought, oh shit, like she's kind of like covering for their actions because she's basically forced to help him because, you know, of whatever. So because she literally is looking at the woodsman as it's coming at the car. Like, when you look at that shot, she is her line of sight is directly where that guy is. But she says in the interrogation scene that I saw someone coming out of the car, but I didn't see someone going in. But the exact opposite is what happened.
Now, my question is, do you think, because, well, we already know Gordon because he's one of the original people that be involved in all this kind of strange stuff, but do you think it's because they've seen things before or because they've just got open to this sort of look of the other side of like this unworldly?
I mean, I think that I would believe that they are like that they have the experience. They're able to see more. Maybe
that's my thought.
The average person.
They seem so like matter of fact by the book about it that they're not sitting there saying, now this may happen, or if this does, no, like they are straight up going right into it, knowing this is what we're going to see. Because to me, it just looks like, I mean, keep in mind, Project Blue Rose has been around since probably the 1950s. So, you know, Gordon's been in there for a while. He's definitely seen some shit. Albert, no spring chicken either. They've seen shit. Like, they absolutely have. And so for me, like, I just feel like, yes, they are totally in the know. But it's because they are open to it. Like, you can't do that job if you don't have an open mind, right? Like, you have to have the ability to say, very much like in the vein of the X-Files, you know, I want to believe. I do believe that this is a possibility. And Gordon Cole definitely is a believer. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise.
Right. Yeah, I think that definitely has something to do with it. Why do we think that the woodsmen are killing Hastings? Like, why is the reason that he's dead?
Do you think it's because he wasn't someone they wanted in there? They don't want him to give information away?
I mean, it could just
I think there's definitely something there because he did see Major Briggs, and so therefore he could be, you know, a tool to help fight them. It could also be that they're just finishing a job they didn't get to do the first time they saw him.
Yeah,
that's true because he didn't die when they killed.
Yeah,
you know, Ruth
they could just be just finishing up business that they needed to get done to begin with.
Right.
Yeah,
and I don't think either one's wrong. You know.
Right. Yeah. And I don't think that we necessarily need to know. Like, it's not. it's not a point that an answer is resolves anything for us.
No, not at all. Yeah. No, it doesn't change what happens. It doesn't change any outcomes.
Right.
I mean, it could just be like they're just sick bastards, and they thrive on pain and sorrow and suffering.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. You know,
or David
but I do like that.
It'd have been really cool if we blow his head up.
Well, I like though that the way his head looks looks like episode 8 with the crunching. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like it looks just like that. So that's another little callback to the end of episode 8.
Yep.
And it's just a horrific.
That's definitely how I mean, we don't see it, but I think it's the same method of killing. It feels very much like the same method of killing. Yeah.
Yep. That's my absolute thoughts on that. His head looks exactly like the folks at the end of episode 8. So yeah, that's definitely there. But I really do love the scene of them just hanging out after all of that. Just the scene of them talking, eating the donuts, having the coffee, you know, Diane having her cigarette. Like I love those characters together. And I really love the sheriff they're working with there in Buckhorn. Like he's such a great addition to the season as well. He fits in so beautifully in that world. Like he really is such a great character. And so like for me, like all the stuff there, like, you know, the first time through, like it's and every time I watch it, the Las Vegas stuff is still my favorite. But the Buckhorn stuff really is great. Like it really is. And I'm not trying to change it.
It's really Twin Peaksy with the police force, the town
Jane Addams character,
like that whole stuff at the apartment complex, and that lady that was very Twin Peaksy.
With her dog,
and then like the groundskeeper, whatever he is, like freaking out because the cops were asking him questions and it had nothing to do with whatever he's
nothing
at
all. Right. Yeah, nothing at all. No, it's definitely good.
Well,
so, like it, but it also, I mean, anytime you've got Gordon Cole in an episode, like. That's the guy. Like I just can't help but love every scene that Gordon Cole is in, just because it's just David Lynch cranked up to 11. Just being David Lynch, and I fucking love it. Like it's one of the things. And of course, Albert. I mean, I love Gordon and Albert together. I could watch an entire spinoff show if Miguel Ferrer and David Lynch were still with us, of just the two of them and Tammy, like going off on Blue Rose stuff. Like I could watch seasons of that. Give them their own little X-Files type spinoff. I could literally watch that for years. We
were so fortunate. We were so fortunate that Miguel Ferrer, was able to shoot this whole season, and that David Lynch was able to like act in it, and because they do bring so much that's interesting. And I do believe that Gordon Cole is another one of those happy accidents. We originally hear him only through the speaker. He's not even screaming, but the character just sort of evolves from, and it ends up like playing a bigger role in the rest of this, season 2, and then into the movie, and now here. And it's just so great that sort of came about as a part of this whole thing. So yeah, I love seeing them. I think another thing that I noticed too is that we get a wide shot of Buckhorn. Like we normally just get like a location shot, but we actually see what a small town it is as well. And you're right. I was thinking like there's a certain amount of what Buckhorn's doing is showing that, Twin Peaks isn't the only place. Like there's lots of these all over the country, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that really resonated here in this part for sure, especially because of how connected. Like they always talked about the evil out there in the woods in Twin Peaks, but now we're seeing, okay, this place also is connected to a lot of this mysticism, a lot of this otherworldly stuff as well. So if it's also here, it could be also in a lot of other places, right? So I appreciated that as sort of thoughts about Buckhorn as I was watching this episode this time.
Yeah, Buckhorn definitely it grows on me more every time I watch it. I always loved any scene with Gordon Cole, like and Albert, like that always just had me there. But the other people in Buckhorn have just really grown on me the more and more I watch it. And so like I love the Buckhorn. Like when I first was watching it, I was just like, that was probably of the 3 locations, it was my least favorite. But now it's like on par with the Twin Peaks stuff because it is so Twin Peaksy, and it really does fit in. Because the first time you're just kind of like going through it, like why are we here? Like why can't this be happening in Twin Peaks? Like why can't this be somewhere?
Right.
But it works so well. It really does. It's so good.
I think there's a lot of factors there. One, of course, the 25-year gap. David Lynch didn't get to make the movies he wanted to make after the show canceled.
Right.
But I think if you want to go thematically, like Colin was saying, I think it's just trying to show you how much this has affected not just Twin Peaks, but just the overall area of, it's focused on the United States, but the world, this happens not just in major metropolitan cities, but it's just all across the country. And
it definitely works on that level. And like I said, going through it now, I'm very happy to take the time and hang out in Buckhorn. Like before I was just kind of like, let's just get to the next, more like just get back to Las Vegas. But now of course I can really enjoy that. But on that note, now we head to Las Vegas and
right, which does feel like, I think Vegas is, there's a lot of Twin Peaks elements there too, but it does have a different vibe than how Buckhorn relates to Twin Peaks. I think. So that's interesting now that we're in an actual major city, right?
Yes.
Where you would not be surprised there's evil things going on in Vegas.
No, you expect that in Vegas.
Right,
you do.
Right. Yeah.
But
and we've seen a lot of evil.
But we also this is the most lighthearted portion of the episode.
Yeah.
Even though it's set up for something nefarious to happen.
Exactly. Right. It's like the end of Seven almost at the that's where it's going.
It is, because they're out in the middle of the desert.
Completely different direction.
And what's in the box?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, in this case, it's a pie.
Right. So first off, I still will say till the end of time, I love Bushnell. I love Bushnell Mullins. I think he is just a wonderful character. He is such a good man. I love how excited he is for Dougie to get to take the check to the Mitchums. Like he's really excited to put him in charge of it. And, thank you for helping us find all of this. You've done all this great work. And now we get to, really make things right. And I really love how Bushnell is always looking out for Dougie. Like he always is. Like it's so beautiful. And so we start there. All right. He's just getting them ready to go down to be picked up in the limo. But Dougie has a vision from the Red Room and takes him to the coffee shop that has pies. And then the next thing we know, we come out with the box.
Yep.
They don't even say what's in the box, if I remember correctly.
No, they don't.
A box. And we know something has come from there, so we know it's probably like coffee, pie, donuts, whatever. It's something related to that shop. It's nothing like Gwyneth Paltrow's head. But we get the limousine pull up, and it's the limo driver who took him home from the casino.
Right. Yeah, because he's like
red door.
Yeah,
love that. All connected. But then we cut to the Mitchums in their home.
Yeah.
And you think it's morning because he's eating breakfast. He's got his coffee.
It's afternoon.
And then after James Belushi comes out of the bathroom talking about his dream, you look at the clock. It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
And he's too upset to eat his Raisin Bran Crunch. But
it's Vegas. The time doesn't mean anything in Vegas.
It's Vegas. They may have been up all night. Who knows?
But I love that he starts talking about the dream that he had. And you're kind of like, okay, well, we know in this universe, dreams can have a lot of meaning. Yep. And this one does. I love that he's just so upset. He's just really wanting to kill Dougie, just really wants him dead. But at the same time, like there's something about that dream that's negative, And I love that even on the drive out there, he's talking to his brother about this dream. He's just like, I don't know, but there's something, there's something wrong. Like and his brother, of course, is like, we got to kill this guy. He's taking a lot of money from us. He's cost us, $30 million. Like, we got to kill this guy. Like, we got to kill him.
Yeah.
And of course, Dougie is just being Dougie because Dougie just doesn't say a whole lot.
Right.
But I love when we get there and Dougie's got the box and you see Jim Belushi's face, like it's just like, and he's just like, okay, that dream that I had.
Yeah.
If there's something in that box, we can't kill this man. And he's like, what? We're going to fucking kill this guy. He's got his gun out. He's like ready to go. He's like, no, there's one specific thing. It's this one specific thing. And of course, the first time you watch this, you're like, what the fuck is in this box? Like, what is so important in this box? When he opens it up and it is a goddamn cherry pie. Like, it's one of the most perfect moments ever. And then he finds the check. And I just love how he just walks up to his brother and then it's just, oh,
they're just ecstatic.
Oh, it's so good. It's one of my favorite scenes in all.
And then they take him to a fancy restaurant and they're eating that cherry pie.
Yeah, I know. I love how he's eating the pie too. But I do want to talk about the dream a little bit because I hadn't put this together until this episode either. But there's this idea that, okay, so did somebody send him the dream? Like, because in this, like, I think the first time through, I was just thinking, oh, you know, whatever. But now that I'm thinking, like, because of all the ways dreams are used to communicate in this show, like, was Dougie saved because somebody sent the Mitchum brother this dream?
I mean,
right?
Could it have been Mike? You know,
yeah, the fireman. Like, I don't know exactly. Yeah,
somebody. So, there could have been forces the idea from that side of the world. Interplaying.
So again, not something that ever gets answered, but I mean, it makes sense. I think from a narrative point of view.
Well, I mean, if you
dream wasn't just a random
when he's in the casino, right? The red room is giving him hints of like, this is where you need to go play. This is where you need to go play. This one's going to pay out. You know,
Mike gets him to get the pie. He sees the vision. So I mean, clearly.
We see what his good deeds does because we see the lady who was following him around and called him Mr. Jackpot.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Every time I watch this episode, when she shows up, like I tear up every single time because she's just like, you've made my life so much better. I've reconnected with my son. I know. I have a good life. Like every time I watch it, I tear up. I'm starting to tear up just thinking about it.
It takes something that was a comic relief moment earlier in the story, and it turns it into something like that actually has some, like you said, some heart and some emotion. Right?
Well, and we talked about, like I've said it all along, you know, Dougie is like everything, all of Agent Cooper's goodness distilled into a form.
Right.
And I even love how the Mitchum brothers are watching her talk. And even they're looking at each other like, man, this is a good guy. And then they're like, Candy.
Right.
Candy.
Get him some pie.
get him more pie.
And the way he's eating it, it's like he's not sure how to eat pie, but he's
it's so
doing
great.
it because
he's loving
so
it.
good.
Like he's absolutely
and then they
loving
make the damn good comment, and he looks for a second.
Damn good. It's so beautiful. But I love how like you're talking about, like, your son doesn't have a gym set. Like every kid has to have a gym set. And boy, the payoff to that coming up is one of the funniest visuals in the series. It's so good. It's so good. But I love that he's taking these two men who were genuinely like wanting to kill him. Like they were wanting to absolutely take him out of fucking existence. And now they are like two of his best friends on the planet. They are like defenders of this man, and they will go the distance with him, as you'll see as this goes on. There is something so beautiful about the Mitchum brothers arc that they really are like, I mean, to paraphrase what Candy says, like they really are good guys. You know, they really are. And yes, they were involved in a shady situation, but who is it that brings them out? Who is it that makes them better? It's Dougie. And Dougie is continuously making improvements in everyone's lives around him. Bushnell, hell, even Tom Sizemore's character ends up getting better because of Dougie.
Because he feels guilt because Dougie's influence. Like we're seeing, since Dougie embodies everything that's good in Agent Cooper, we're seeing the good come out of that. Just like we're seeing how terrible things happen from Mr. Season.
Exactly. It's so great. And like this final scene with them in that beautiful restaurant, eating that pie and having the girls serve them the pie and everything. Like it's such a beautiful, fun moment to end the episode on. It's so wholesome. Like
it is so like after everything that we saw, like what was an exceptionally violent and disturbing episode. Like we were talking about the chaos in the street and just how unsettling all of it was, to end on a scene with joy, with people coming together, with people like forgiving each other and people finding like joy in things. And then, like I said, Heartbreaking is one of my favorite pieces written for Twin Peaks. It's one of my favorite of Angelo Badalamenti's work. And
Angelo kills it again, man.
That moment is so beautiful playing it. And then again, like I said, it plays over the credits, and it is heartbreaking. Like it is, it's a perfectly named piece of music. It's gorgeous. I just love the way this episode, the emotional roller coaster it takes you on, and you end up in a place where you're feeling good.
It is really like, it might be the most perfect ending of an episode in The Return. It really might be. It's so beautiful, and so like all the good things that David Lynch puts in his stuff. Everybody always thinks of like the weird, creepy stuff, but there are so many moments that he has in all of his work of just genuine joy and kindness. I mean, The Straight Story is a film just filled with that, you know. I mean, it really is. It's such a great payoff, you know, like we don't know what's in the box. There's a lot of tension around this whole scene. Are they going to try to shoot him? How is this going to go down? And it just ends on this joyful note. Like I said, when the lady shows up and it's just like Mr. Jackpot's, like every time, dude, Niagara Falls. Every time.
There's moments of goodness sort of threaded throughout before in the other scenes too, and we've talked.
Of course,
about
no. That's the ultimate thing is good is always there. It always is.
There's
and
Margaret.
You can try to snuff it out, but it's always going to, like a bad penny, it'll always keep popping up, and that's the beauty of Twin Peaks. Even with all the darkness and all the scariness, there are these wonderful forces of kindness and goodness and virtuousness that are fighting the good fight. And Dougie is doing it without even realizing that he's doing it, but the influence that he's having on so many people, Janie E and Sonny Jim, and you know, like everybody's benefiting from him. And it's just there's just something about the way that it ends with them having, you know, this very expensive champagne along with their cherry pie. Yeah, it's so perfect. The Mitchums so like enamored with Dougie, like they just love him so much. Like you feel it through the screen. I mean, like it's just it's palpable, you know, like, and I'm tearing up now just thinking about it, because it's like, you know, it's just such bottled goodness and wonderfulness to end this episode on. And it's why I love the Mitchums, their arc, so much. It's why I love the Las Vegas stuff so much, because, you know, Janie E and Sonny Jim are such wonderful characters, and Bushnell, such a wonderful character. The Mitchums and Candy and the girls, such wonderful characters. And I love that the Sin City, you know, the sin capital of the world, ends up being a better place when it's all said and done, because of the goodness of Agent Cooper having such an impact on so many people in that city. And there's something so wholesome and so encouraging. I think really that's really the word I'm looking for. It's such an encouraging moment that if these guys can be improved, if they can be better, then by God, anyone can. And
the structure of the episode, that it does build to this and ends here, I think is intentional and a choice as well, so that we do leave the episode.
Well, it's very uplifting, and like maybe good things are coming.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and it is such a it really is, like, upon rewatching. I mean, episode 8 will always be like that definitive moment of television for me. But this episode, when I look at The Return, is definitely a top 5 episode for me. Like it is such, because again, everything's starting to converge.
Yeah.
Everything is moving towards, you know, an end game and an end point. Yeah. But there's those moments, you know, Gordon and Albert and Tammy and Diane with the donuts, you know, and Buckhorn and the cherry pie and the champagne and the girls, like, you know, the lady with Mr. Jackpot's, like, it's all this good stuff, man. Like that stuff just really makes this episode so special and so wonderful. And it's, when I first watched it, I mean, like, I feel right now, there was like this euphoric feeling I had when that episode was over. It was just so genuine and so sweet. And like I said, every time that lady comes up with her son, like, that hits me so hard every time. Like, she had nothing.
Right.
She literally had nothing. And she was just giving up.
Yeah.
And then suddenly this individual shows up, and even though he doesn't really understand how he's helping her,
right,
like, completely changes her life. So when she shows up and she's in this beautiful dress and she looks so pretty and her hair's fixed up, and she's reconnected with her son that she had lost, like, that as a parent, and you know, like, that hits hard. And I'm sorry, Jesus, but like, it's such a beautiful moment. And you know, it's just one of those things, again, why I love the Las Vegas section so much is there's so many examples of this, you know, still to come, you know. But it's just, it's some of the best stuff, because I really feel like when you watch those scenes in Vegas, like this scene in particular, I really feel like that's David Lynch's true view of the world coming through. Like, I really do believe that he thinks in the end that the world is a good place, and that, yes, there are things wrong with it, but there are so many things that are so right with it that, you know, even to kind of paraphrase the line at the end of 7, you know, it's like the world's a good place and worth fighting for. Well, I at least believe half of it. Like, I feel like he did feel like it was a good place and that it was worth fighting for. And this is sort of what we're setting up here. The people who are going to be Dougie's army, you know, the people who will be major help to him as this goes on, those parts are starting to come into play here. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful ending.
Well, and as one good deed, a simple good deed has a lasting effect, right?
Yeah,
like
that's really what it comes down to.
Pointing at a machine and just helping the context clues. Like, I don't know how Bushnell figured out in that diorama drawing of,
but he did.
Yeah,
he did. And the way he treats Dougie from that point on, man, it's like that's his guy. Like that, like he is very fatherly towards Dougie, and I love that. I love Bushnell so much. Like, God, when we get to the final 2 episodes, like my love of Bushnell and the Mitchums is just so off the charts.
But I think where we started from is really, you know, is really true. This is a hidden gem episode. Like, it really does have everything to offer, because it's got
everything you want,
the creepiness, the lore, the humor, the quirkiness, the horror, the inspiring drama part. Yeah,
watching The Return and being like, when's it gonna feel like Twin Peaks? This is very much a Twin Peaks episode of
it's
what would have been on.
It's got all of what makes it Twin Peaks.
Everything you think of when you think of if someone says think about Twin Peaks, like all the things you think of are all right here in this episode. And it is a hidden gem. I think it's a great way to put it, Colin. It's I'd forgotten what an impact this episode has on me.
Yeah, me too.
Until I rewatched it, and now, like, you know, I'm tearing up, like, so just thinking about it, because it's God, I cannot express my love of the Mitchum brothers, and I cannot express my love of the Las Vegas arc. I really can't. Seeing such a pure soul in such a scary, terrible city, making so much positivity happen, like, you know, again, encouraging is the word I'll go with. It's very encouraging and inspiring, and it's you know, it's beautiful. Everything we love about Cooper is like I said, the first time you're watching it, you're just like, God, I really can't wait for him to. But like I said, now when I go back and watch it, I'm like, Agent Cooper's there all along, man. Like, he is. Dougie is Agent Cooper. Like, he's there. Like, he's absolutely there all along, and it's pretty damn beautiful when you. I mean, I don't think we don't talk about it enough, but goddamn, Cal MacLachlan was robbed of
he was really
because I mean, he's doing,
my God, 3
completely different type of performances.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's insane how great he is in this show. Like, insane how great he is.
I think
we'll talk about it more when we get more into other Lynch stuff, but it's going to be crazy how the guy that looks how Kyle MacLachlan is like the perfect doppelganger for a David Lynch leading man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This episode, that's why I've been really enjoying doing this rewatch, is because it has highlighted, like, the first time through is its own experience.
Yeah, God,
and more times through, again, just like with the original series, the more times through, the more you can appreciate it on richer, deeper levels. And this episode is just such a perfect example of that. So this was a real joy to see this episode again. And so I'm really glad. I was really excited to rewatch it, to talk about. As I was watching it, I was like, I can't wait to talk about this episode, because there's
I felt the same way. And, you know, I always say art finds you when you need it. And, you know, the world has been pretty shitty recently. You know, this past week, though, things look a little bit more upturned here, but. And again, in all the shittiness and all the scariness and stuff, to get to watch this and to feel a sense of encouragement and inspiration, you know, it felt good. It really did. It felt really good. And, you know, this is, I'll go back, you know, when it's all said and done, this, like I said, this is a top 5 episode for me. It it could creep up top 3. It's such a great setup for so many things. There's so much good stuff going on, so many perfect Twin Peaks moments.
But I think what we're going to find, if I'm remembering correctly, is there's a lot of the rest of the episodes will speak similarly to us, because
they will.
It's really coming together. It's really starting to hit the ground running, right? Like if we take off 17 and 18 as a separate thing, like we only have, a few of these left, right?
Yeah.
So
that's true, because those two do feel like their own thing.
Oh God, yeah. Well, they aired them that way too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 5 more like this, and they're all packed full of this kind of stuff. So
God,
I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait for the next one. So when are we doing that? Can't wait for 12.
Yeah.
How does let's see. So that'd be what, the 23rd, the Sunday before Thanksgiving week?
Oh, damn it. I can't do that one.
No, that's okay.
I don't know how you guys feel about the Sunday of Thanksgiving. I don't know how that is for you guys.
Be home because we have to. It's going to be a quick trip for us, so we'll be in Dallas. We'll leave for Dallas to be at my stepdaughter's for Wednesday night and Thursday, but we have to take our oldest back to the airport in Houston on Friday. So I'll actually be home for that Sunday.
That Sunday would work for me, I think. Yeah.
Okay. It's not a special weekend here, so I'm fine to.
I think it should be fine here, because I mean, really, Thursday and Friday are the big days of that part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these regular ass days, So,
it's kind of that last recovery before everybody goes back to real life, right?
Go back to reality again.
Right.
That's fair. I think that should work.
Yeah, let's book it to the 30th, because unfortunately the week after that I'm going to be in Mexico, so I'm excited about that.
Okay.
But
very cool.
Yeah. So let's try for the 30th and see if we can make that one work.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do look at the next 5 episodes and I'm like, there's a lot I'm going to be in.
There's so much.
I'm eager to get to these. So
there's so much.
Crossed. All right,
so
guys.
Thank you again. Really quick, Cody. Yeah. How is the grandbaby?
Grandbaby's doing great. He looks good. He's eating. I think he's causing mom and dad not a lot of sleep, but that's
how that goes. That's perfectly normal. That's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah. It's really cute that their dog has become like super concerned. Like when the baby cries, the dog brings one of its toys to the baby.
Oh, that's so nice.
So. And in fact, I think like the first night they came home, because we stayed with them till because they didn't come home till several days after. The first night they were home, and they have this bassinet crib, and it was crying, and my son-in-law tried to get up and pick up the baby, and the dog growled at him hey, leave him alone.
What kind of dog is it?
A corgi.
That's awesome. When they say we don't,
corgis is obsessive, so that just makes this story so much better.
Yeah.
When they say
this
that
dog is that tall, it's don't bother that baby.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of precious. It's kind of funny how dogs just lock in soon as whether it's a kid or another pet or whatever it is. It's it's in my house now. I have to protect it.
Till the end of time, man. Dogs are the best of us. They really are. They're the best of us on this planet. They are they're the most wholesome, perfect creatures. They really are. And they are incredible. It's so funny how no matter the breed, there is that nanny thing that kicks in with dogs. They really do. When the new baby is in the house, they get all right. We have a very small little dog, but with Beaker, whenever the baby would cry and stuff, he would he would come to us and be growling, talking at us, you need to come take care of it. Now he also could have been saying, you need to come shut this thing up. I don't know. I don't speak Maltese Shih Tzu, but it was really sweet that he was letting us know. I was like, all right, buddy, we're on this. We got this taken care of. So yeah, that's fabulous. I'm so glad the baby's doing wonderful and that mom and dad are doing great. That's so good to hear, Cody. And it's going to be such a beautiful Thanksgiving and Christmas for you guys this year. That's so special.
That'll be so much fun.
Yeah, and that's where we're going because, they're very much adhering to the doctors are like,
as they should.
3 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
As they should, because there's a lot of stuff going around right now. So that's the smart money, man. That really is.
Yeah, and I mean, we all got our COVID and our flu and our Tdap back, so we were like, okay,
go get it. That's smart. Good for you, Cody. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, seriously, have a wonderful visit with the family. That sounds so spectacular, man. That really does.
Well, you guys both happy Thanksgiving to both of you, and I look forward to look forward to seeing you afterwards. Thank you,
Colin.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything when it happened, but last month.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm already missing the turkey and stuffing, so I might just have to do it again just because I love it.
Why not, man?
Why not?
Like I said, life's too short. Make it count, man. Make it count.
Exactly.
Enjoy it.
All right. Okay, guys. See you in a bit.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
You all have a good night and a good week ahead.
You too, sir.
Thank you. Bye.